Hello everybody, it's WXVU Sports Director David Szczepanski. College basketball is back tonight as Villanova women's basketball will take on Lafayette at 7 p.m. in the Finneran Pavilion to begin its 2025-2026 campaign. Our WXVU pregame coverage will begin at 6:30 p.m. and this is your preview video for that game. Of course, the Wildcats coming off of a season where they made another deep run in the WBIT, making it all the way to the semifinals. Jasmine Bosco returns for her sophomore season. Last year in her freshman year, she averaged more than 16 points per game, which was top 10 in the Big East. Villanova also doing a really good job to recruit freshmen. The Wildcats losing Maddie Weber last year in the transfer portal, I should say, this offseason. But Villanova really able to bring in a lot of good talent, especially with the freshman class. Brooke Bender had an excellent start to her first scrimmage against Towson a couple weeks ago. But also Kelsey Jones comes in as a transfer. And also Kylie Watson, who's going to be kind of the starting center, one of the main pieces of this team. Watson did not play last year. She had an ACL injury, but the year before that, she was a great rebounder. I know Coach Dillon and Nova Nation is really excited to have her here, and that really opens another dimension of this Villanova team with some more height. I know Kylie Watson is going to play a big role in this season. Coach Dillon did say that she was on a minutes restriction for Villanova's first two scrimmages against Towson. She did not play against FDU, but in that Towson game, she was on a minutes restriction. But it seemed like after that game, Coach Dillon said that Kylie Watson will be ready to go for the regular season opener tonight against Lafayette in terms of minute restrictions. When you look at this Lafayette team, a team that only finished 10-21 last year, the Leopards lost their leading scorer in the offseason, so really their second leading scorer is now probably their star, the biggest weapon of this team, especially offensively, if you will. And that, when you look at it, is Kay Donahue. Donahue last year averaged more than 9 points per game, and this Lafayette team really struggled to score the basketball. They averaged less than 60 points per game. Their defense gave up around 67 points per contest. But when you really dive deeper into the numbers, Kay Donahue really had a nice season last year for Lafayette, but for a team that shot the ball pretty well from behind the arc at a 34% rate, even though they didn't have all that many three-point shooters, Kay Donahue did struggle from behind the arc. And Lafayette does return some other good players from last year. They were busy in terms of recruiting freshmen to Lafayette after losing their top scorer again, as I said earlier. But this Lafayette team, in addition to really struggling to score the basket, they really struggle at rebounding as well. They only averaged 31 rebounds per contest. They were out-rebounded by an average of 6 rebounds last year in each of its games. So you have to think with Kylie Watson in the lineup, that's going to definitely be a point of emphasis and someone to watch in this game tonight between Villanova and Lafayette. The Wildcats definitely favored to win this game, but Villanova did not play all that well against FDU a couple days ago. Jasmine Bosco, she really didn't play much of the second half, so maybe, Villanova was not playing as much of its starters, but definitely something to keep an eye on here. I know Coach Dillon said that, they had some injuries that they've had to work through, and it is still a work in progress with a lot of the new pieces, new players, right? First year in a long time without Maddie Weber, so trying to find some other players to step up. And again, Villanova's season will begin tonight at 7 p.m. Our WXVU pregame coverage will begin at 6:30 p.m. Villanova versus Lafayette. Thanks for tuning into this preview video, Nova Nation. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you on the broadcast later tonight. And as always, go Cats!